don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, AT Gator. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Young on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Finding room at the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Randy Moss, 39 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On second down, this is Jackson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action. Young. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Young and T.O. hook up on a big one. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Young. To throw again. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Here's Steve Young. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. These two teams all tied after one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
Super toe.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Young. Going to throw again. This will be caught by Randy Moss.
Young's pass complete to Randy Moss. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 30.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd down, Young from the gun. The open man is Westbrook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Urlacher showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Well, he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kevin Green gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's second down.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Young now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. Throwing, Young. Got him in, it's Randy Moss. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. From the red zone now, Young. Got him in, it's Randy Moss, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerry Rice, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch.
Jackson throwing again. Throwing outside, complete to Moss. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And incomplete.
Young on the keeper. Throwaway and incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Look at me. Go, go. Shoot.
Off the play fake, Young. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Again, it's Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green, his 2nd sack of the night.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
There you go. Mike 52. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. No. Check that. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
Throwing is Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Steve Young. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, they run with Smith, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now Jackson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Mostert. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Young on third down. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to rifle one deep left side. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. There's Mostert, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
You got three. Three down. Switch.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Three down.
Here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way